Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the Multan Public School and College, Multan. Hi dears, I am Malik Naim, your biology teacher. Today we are going to study the definition of hormone, role of adrenal gland, role of insulin, the sign and symptom and treatment of diabetes mellitus. Dear students, in the beginning of the lecture, I would like to tell you some very important things, like whenever you are asked to write definition, it literally means definition. You have to use book wording and you have to be bookish. Then in today's lecture we are going to discuss the role of adrenal gland and state the role of insulin. When the statement is given, it is concise and to the point, and if the data is given, it is made in the form of charts. Dear students, now we are going to define hormone and then the role of adrenal gland and the pancreas. Hormone are the chemical substances produced in minute quantities by the glands, and they are transported to the other part of the body where they exert a profound effect. Hormones are basically protein in nature. Now, adrenal gland. Dear students, we have to study these two glands only, which are described in the Cambridge syllabus. One is adrenal gland and other is pancreas. Adrenal gland location is top of kidney. They are paired structure, they are two in number and they are present on the top of kidney. They produce a hormone, adrenaline. The cause of secretion of hormone is fear, anger, anxiety. The effects of the adrenaline on the body are increased metabolism, increase in the heartbeat and blood pressure, constriction of the walls of the arteries, they become narrow, coagulation of the blood starts clotting, and the conversion of glycogen to glucose to produce energy. Pupil dilates, hair muscle contract, and the state of emergency is declared in the body, and this situation is known as fight or flight mechanism in our body. Now the second is pancreas. Its location is islets of Langerhans. These are the specialized region inside the pancreas. They produce a hormone, insulin. The cause of their secretion is increase in the concentration of blood glucose level, and then we are going to study its effects. The conversion of glucose to glycogen. This is antagonistic to adrenal gland and it is stored in the liver and muscle. It enables the cells to oxidize glucose to produce energy. I am going to explain it in the next slide. In this slide, you are seeing a diagram. In this diagram, the position of different glands that produce secretion, the position of different glands is indicated. If you start from the top, pituitary gland in the head region, thyroid gland in the neck region, then is pancreas below the diaphragm, which produce insulin, And then on the top of kidney are the two adrenal glands that produce adrenaline. We have discussed their function in detail. And then in the lower abdominal region are present two ovaries. They are also glands. They act as endocrine gland. Today's lecture, we are going to discuss diabetes mellitus. Diabetes mellitus means the loss of glucose with the urine. This glucose is produced due to the high metabolic rate in the body by the action of adrenal gland. The level of glucose increase and then it comes out with the urine. Now the sign and symptoms of the diabetes mellitus. Muscle cells have no reserves of glycogen. Glycogen is not stored in the muscle. It is constantly converted into glucose, leading to the high level of glucose in the body. The feeling of weakness, continuous loss of weight, body oxidizes fats instead of glucose to produce energy, and the production of poisonous substances like ketones which can damage the kidneys of the person. And ultimately the death can take place. Dear students, diabetes mellitus can be controlled, not cured. It is not cured, it is controlled by the administration of insulin in the body. This insulin decreases the level of glucose in the body. Insulin is added in the veins. Okay? Number two thing is that why there is a deficiency of insulin from the islets of Langerhans. Dear students, you must know if some person is always hyper, he is angry every moment, and he has high blood pressure, he has some anxiety, he or she has some anxiety, and under constant state of fear, the beta cells in the pancreas die, and insulin is not produced, and we have to take it in the form of injection in the diabetes high level. At a lower level stage, it is controlled by different kind of tablets available in the market. This is the end of lecture. Dear students, you have to write the definition of hormone, role of adrenal gland, role of pancreas, and sign and symptoms of diabetes mellitus and its treatment in your notebook. See you soon. A bientôt.